Dama, Yum Yum, Rabayam, Bala'a, Aith, Nadatha, Awa, Kaya, Thazarab, Al, Nadatha, Kal, Yamya, Zawab, Ima Atha, Kayamya, Nadatha, Tha, Haya, Ta, Ama. No, so I keep getting that back. Ta, Ma'a, Ta, Ma'a. Verse 26. It's loading. Cow, ha, mashakab, ashar, thashakab, aliyawa, cow, nyamya, zawaba, kama shakab, nadatha, yahaya, laha, wakal, hakolya, ashar, thashab, aliyawa, tama'a, yahaya, kata ma'ath, nadatha. Verse 27. Phone is moving slow here. Okay, well, wakal, hana wagai, bum, yatama'a, wakabas, wakabas, by the Gayawa, warakataza, ba mayam, wata'ama, aid, ha'irab. Verse 28. Wa'am, tahara, maza waba, wasa para, laha, shaba'aith, yam yam, wa'akar, hatahar. Nope. Yeah, hatahar. No, it's thatahar. Thatahar. Verse 29. Wabayawam, Hashemayanaya, the quack, laha, shathia, the rayam, owa, shanya, bunya, yawana, wahabaya our thumb, al, hakahan, al, pathak, ahol, mawa'aid. Verse 30. Wa Aisha hakahan ath ha akad kataath wa ath ha akad Aila wakapar aliyah hakahan lapanya yahawa mazawab tama atha. Verse 31. Waha zaratham ath banya yasha Allah mata ma'atham wala salakia yamathwa bata ma'atham bata ma'am ath mashakanya ashar batha wakam. Verse 32. Za'ath, Thawarath, Hazab, Wa Ashar, Taza'ah, Ma Manwa, Shakabath, Shakabath, Zarai, Lata Ama, Lata Ma'ah, Baha, or Ba. Verse, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that was it. Okay, so this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 15 and verse 25 in the English. And if a woman have an issue on her blood many days out of the time of her separation, or if it run beyond the time of her separation, all the days of the issue of her uncleanness shall be as the days of her separation. She shall be unclean. Verse 26, every bed whereon she hath that she lieth, all the days of her issue shall be unto her as the bed of her separation. And whatsoever she sitteth upon shall be unclean, as the uncleanliness of her separation. Verse 27, and whosoever touches those things shall be unclean, and shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until even. Verse 28, but if she be cleansed of her issue, then shall she number to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean. Verse 29, and on the 8th day she shall take unto her 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons, bring them unto the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for her before the Lord, for the issue of her uncleanness. Verse 31, thus shall ye separate the children of Israel from their uncleanness, that they die not in their uncleanness, when they defile my tabernacle that is among them. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 15, and verse 32 in the Hebrew. Za'ath, Hawarath, Hazab, Wa Ashar, Taza'ah, Mamanwa, Shakabath, Zarai, Lata, Ma'ah, Ba. Verse 33, Waha Dawa, Wahadawa, Banadatha, Wahazab, Ath, Zawabwa, Lazakar, Wala Nakwaba, Wala Ayash, Ashar, Yashakab, Aim, Tama'ah. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16 and verse 1 in Hebrew. Waya Debar Yahweh al Mashah, Akaria Mawath, Shunya Banya Aharun, Bakarab Bathum, Lapunya Yahweh Waya Mathwa. Verse 2, Wayamar Yahweh al Mashah, Debar al Aharon, Akyaka Wa'al Yaba'a Bakal Aith Al Hakodash Mabayath La Parakath Al Punya Haka Parath Ashar Al Aharun Ha'arun Wala'a Yamwath Kaya Ba'ainan Ara'ah Al Haka Parath. Verse 3. Baza'ath Yaba'ah Aharun Al Hakodash Bakwar Bun Bakwar Laka Ta'ath Wa'ayal La'ayla. Verse 4. Kathanath Bad Kodash Yalabash Wama Kanasia Bad Yahayawa Al Basharwa Waba Abanat Waba Abanat Bad Yakagar Waba Mataza Napath Bad Yatazanap Bagadia Kodash Wa Rakataza Ba Mayam Ath Bashorwa. Oh boy, come on, baby. Bashorwa Wala Basham. In verse 5. Wama'ath Aidath Bunya Yasha Allah Yakwak Shunya Sha'aya Raya Izium Lakata'ath Wa Ayal Akad La Ayla. Back. Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, and verse 32 in English. This is the law of him that hath an issue, and of him whose seed goeth from him, and is defiled therewith. And on her that is sick of her flower, and of him that hath an issue of the man, and of the woman, and of him that lieth with her that is unclean.
Right. So just to touch on what we're talking about, it's just speaking on dealing with a woman. That's what on her flower. She's on her cycle. You know what I'm saying? This is a time where she's unclean. Body releasing things that doesn't need, getting rid of that old egg. You know what I'm saying? To then get a new egg. This is a time where she's unclean, man. This is a time where you should separate yourself. You know what I mean? From doing certain things with your woman. Put it like that. But nonetheless, if those things are to happen, you know what I'm saying? The Bible does have standards, does have things and things that need to be arranged and things that need to be understood, right? You can read on Yanaza.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16, and verse 1 in English. And the Lord spake unto Moses after the death of the two. And the Lord spake unto Moses after the death of the two sons of Aaron when they offered before the Lord and died. So if I may. So the two sons of Aaron was killed by the Lord because they disobeyed the Lord. And he killed them right there in the temple and told Aaron not to even mourn them. Verse 2. And the Lord said unto Moses, speak unto Aaron thy brother, that he come not at all times into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat, which is upon the ark, that he die not. For I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. Verse 3, thus shall Aaron come into the holy place with a young bullock for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. Verse 4, he shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh, and shall be girded with a linen girdle, and with the linen mitre shall he be attired. These are holy garments. Therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on. Verse 5, and he shall take of the congregation of the children of Israel 2 kids of the goats for a sin offering, and 1 ram for a burnt offering. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16, and verse 6 in the Hebrew. Wahak parayab, aharon ath, par, hakataath, ashar, lawa, wakapar, ba'aidwa, waba'aid, bayathwa. Verse 7, walakwak ath, shunya, hasha ayarum, waha imiyad, athum, lapanya yahawa, pathak, ahal, mawa'aid. Verse 8, wanathun, aharun al shunya, hasha ayarum, gawa ralawath, gawarol, akad, la yahawa, waga waral, akad, la aizal, la aizal. Oh, that's a mouthful. Okay. Verse 9, wahak kwarayab, aharun ath, hasha ayar, ashar, ailah, aliyawa, hagawaral, la yahawa, wa aishahawa, kataath. Verse 10, waha sha'ayar, ashar, ailah, aliyawa, hagawarawal, la aisa aizahal, la aizal, ya I mad, kaya la panya yahawa, la kapar aliyawa, la shalak athwa, la aiza azal, hama the barath. Mhm. Verse 11. Come on, verse 11. Verse 11. Waha kwarayab, aharun ath, par, hakata ath, ashar, lawa, wa kapar, ba'aidwa, wa ba'aid, bayathwa, wa shakat ath, par, hakata ath, ashar, lawa. Verse 12. Walakwak mala'ah hama katath, Kakalia, Ashar, Ash, that's fire, Ash, Ma'al, Hamazabak, Malapanya, Yahweh, Wamala'ah, Kapanyawa, Quatarath, Samayam, Dakwa, Wahabaya'ah, Mabayath, La Parakath. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16 and verse 6 in English. And Aaron shall offer his bullock of the sin offering which is for himself, and make an atonement for himself and for his house. Verse 7, and he shall take the 2 goats and present them before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 8, and Aaron shall cast lots upon the 2 goats, one lot for the Lord and the other lot for the scapegoat. Verse 9, and Aaron shall bring the goat upon which the Lord's lot fell and offer him for his sin offering. Verse 10, but the goat on which the lot fell to be the scapegoat shall be presented alive before the Lord to make an atonement with him and to let him go for a scapegoat into the wilderness. So that's where they get the term scapegoat from. Huh? Yeah. And that's a verse 11. And Aaron shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and shall make an atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself. Verse 12. And he shall take a censer full of burning coals of fire from off the altar before the Lord, and his hand full of sweet incense, beaten small, and bring it within the veil. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16 and verse 13 in the Hebrew. Manathun ath hakwatarath al ha'ash lapanya Yahweh wakasa ainun hakwatarath ath hakaparath ashar al ha'aidathwa ha'aidawath wala yamawath. Verse 14. Walakwak madam hapar wahaza ba'ad taza ba'aiwa al panya hakaparath kwadama wala panya hakaparath yaza shabai pa'imiyam man hadam ba'a tazabaiwa. Verse 15. Washakat ath sha'ayar hakata'ath ashar la'aim wahabiya'ah ath damwa al mabayath la parakath wa aisha ath damwa ka ashar aisha ladam hapar wahaza athwa al ha kaparath wala panya hakaparath. Verse 16. Wakapar al hakodash mata ma'ath banya yasha Allah wama pasha ayaham lakal Hata kata athum wakan ya Aisha la ahal mawa'aid hashakan athum bathawaka tama athum. Verse 17. Wakal Adam La'a Yahaya Ba Ahol Mawa'aid Baba Awa Lakapar Bak Kodash Aid Taza'athwa Wakapar Ba'aidwa Wa Ba'aid Bayathwa Wa Ba'aid Kal Kwahol Yasha Allah. Verse 18. Wayataza'a al ham mazabak ashar lapunya Yahweh wakapar al yawa walakwak madam hapar wa madam hasha ayar wanathun al Quaranawath Hamazabak Sabayab. And verse 19. Wahaza Aliyawa Man Hadum Ba'a Tazabaya Tazabayawa Shabai Pa'imiyum Wata Harwa Wakat Kodashwa Mata Ma'ath Banya Yasha Allah. Okay, that was 19. Verse 20. Wakala Makapar Ath Hakodash Wa'ath Ahol Mawa'aid Wa'ath Hamazabak Waha Quarayab Ath Hashabaya Hashaba'at Hasha Ayar Hakaya. Verse 21. Wasa Maka Aharon Ath Shathia Yadwa Al Ra'ash Hasha Ayar Hakaya Waha Fawada Aliyawa Ath Kal Iwanath Banya Yasha Allah Wa'ath Kal Pasha Ayahum Lakal Hata Atham Munathun Atham Al Ra'ash Hasha Ayar Washalak Bayad Ayash Aithia Hama the Bara. One more. Verse 22. Wanasha'a Hasha Ayar Aliyawa Ath Kal Iwanathum Al Arataza Gazara Washalak Ath Hasha Ayar Bamadabar. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16 and verse 16 in the English. And he shall make an atonement for the holy place, because of the uncleanness of the children of Israel, and because of their transgression and all their sins. And so shall he do for the tabernacle of the congregation that remaineth among them in the midst of their uncleanness. Verse 17. And there shall be no man in the tabernacle of the congregation when he goeth in to make an atonement in the holy place until he come out and have made an atonement for himself and for his household and for all the congregation of Israel. Verse 18. And he shall go out unto the altar that is before the Lord and make an atonement for it, and shall take of the blood of the bullock and of the blood of the goat and put it upon the horns of the altar round about. Verse 19. And he shall shake, and he shall sprinkle of the blood upon it with his finger 7 times and cleanse it and hallow it from the uncleanness of the children of Israel. Verse 20. And when he hath made an end of reconciling the holy place and the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, he shall bring the live goat. Verse 21. And Aaron shall lay both his hands upon the head of the live goat and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel and all their transgressions and all their sins, putting them upon the head of the goat, and shall send him away by the hand of a fit man into the wilderness. So this is symbolic of getting rid of all of the sins of Israel. I guess it's actually getting rid of all the sins, right? Verse 22. And the goat shall bear upon him all the iniquities upon unto a land not inhabited, that he shall let go the goat in the wilderness. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16 and verse 23 in the Hebrew. Waba'ah Aharon al Ahal Mawa'id Wapashat Ath Bagadia Habad Ashar Labash Baba Awa Al Hakodash Wahan Nayathum Sham. Verse 24. Warakataza Ath Basharwa Bamayam Bama Kwawam Kwadawash Walabash Ath Bagadiawa Waya Taza'a Wa Aisha Ath Alathwa Wa'ath Ilath Ha'im Wakapar Ba'idwa Wa Ba'id Ha'am. Verse 25. Wa'ath Kalab Hakata'ath Yakwatayar Hama Zabaka. Verse 26. Waha Mashalak Ath Hasha'ayar La'ai Za'ai Zal Yakabas Bagadyawa Wara Kataza Ath Basharwa Bamayam Wa Akaria Khan Yabawa Al hama kana. Verse 27. Wa'ath par hakata'ath wa'ath sha'ayar hakata'ath hakata'ath ashar hawa ba'ath damam lakapar bakadash yawa tazaya'a al maka wataza lama kana washarab warash wa sharapwa ba'ash ath irathum wa'ath ba sharam wa'ath parasham. Verse 28. Waha sharap athum yakabas bagadjawa warakataza ath basharwa bamayam wa akaria khan yabawa al hama kana. And verse 29. Wahayatha lakam lakakwath iwalam bakadash hashabaya aya ba'aishawara. Nope. Ba'aishawar lakadash ha'ainwa ath napash shathliakam wakal mala'aka la'a ha'aishawa ha'aizarath wahagar hagar batha wakakam. This is the book of Exodus, chapter, I got to go back to 23. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16 and verse 23. And Aaron shall come unto the tabernacle of the congregation and shall put off the linen garment which he put on when he went into the holy place, and shall leave them there. And he shall wash his flesh with water in the holy place, and put on his garment, and come forth and offer his burnt offering and the burnt offering of the people, and make an atonement for himself and for the people. Verse 25. And the fat of the sin offering shall he burn upon the altar. And he that let go the goat for the scapegoat shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward come out into the camp. Verse 27. And the bullock for the sin offering and the goat for the sin offering, whose blood was brought in to make atonement in the holy place, shall one carry forth without the camp, and they shall burn in the fire their skins and their flesh and their dung. Verse 28. And he that burneth them shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterwards he shall come into the camp. Verse 29. This shall be a statute forever unto you, that in the 7th month of the 10th day of the month ye shall afflict your souls and do no work at all, whether it be of your own country or a stranger that sojourneth among you. Verse 30. No, that was it. This is the book of Exodus. I mean, I keep saying Exodus. I don't know why. I don't know why I keep saying Exodus. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16 and verse 30 in the Hebrew. Kaya bayawum hazah yakapar aliyakam la tahar athakam makal hata athiakam la panya yahawa hata harwa. Verse 31. Sabbath one, Haya'a lakam wa ainiyatham ath na pashathiakam kakwath iwalam. Verse 32. Wakapar hakahan ashar yamashak athwa wa ashar yamala'ah ath yadwa lakahan the kath abiyawa walabash ath bagadia habad bagadia hakodash. Verse 33. Wa kapar ath makadash hakodash wa ath ahol mawa'id wa ath hamazabak yakapar wa ila hakahanyam wa al kal aim hakwahol yakabas. Verse 34. Wahaya tha za'ath lakam kakwath iwalam lakapar el banya yasha'ala makal hata atham akath bashana waya aish ka ashar tazawa yahawa ath masha. Two more. We gotta go to next chapter. Come on. Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar Yahweh al-Mashah la Amar. Verse 2. The bar al-Aharan wa al-Banyawa wa al-Kal Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al-Yahum Zah Hadabar Ashar Tazawa Yahweh la Amar. back. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 16, and verse 33. No, 33. Verse 30 in the English. For on that day shall the priest make an atonement for you to cleanse you, that ye may be clean from all your sins before the Lord. It shall be a Sabbath of rest unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls by a statute forever. Verse 32, and the priest whom he shall anoint and whom he shall consecrate to minister in the priest office in his father's stead shall make the atonement and shall put on the linen clothes, even the holy garment. Verse 33, and he shall make an atonement for the holy sanctuary, and he shall make an atonement for the tabernacle of the congregation and for the altar, and he shall make an atonement for the priest and for all people of the congregation. Verse 34, and this shall be an everlasting statute unto you, to make an atonement for the children of Israel for all their sins once a year. And he did as the Lord commanded Moses. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto Aaron and unto his sons and unto all the children of Israel, and say unto them, this is the thing which the Lord hath commanded, saying. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17 and verse 3 in Hebrew. Ayash, Mabayath, Yasha'ala, Ashar, Yashakat, Shawar, Awa, Kashab, Awa, Aiza, Bamakana, Awa, Ashar, Yashakat, Makawataza, Lamakana. Verse 4. Wa'al, Pathak, Ahol, Mawa'id, La'ah, Ha Baya'awa, Laha Quarayab, Quaraban, La Yahawa, La Panya, Mashakan, Yahawa, Dum, Yakashab, Wa Ayash, Ha Hawa'a, Dum, Shapar, Wanakarath, Ha Ayash, Ha Wa'a, Ha Hawa'a, Makorab, Imwa. Verse 5. Lama'ain, Ashar, Yabaya Awa, Banya Yasha'ala Ath, Zabakayatham, Ashar, Hum, Zabakium, Al Panya, Hadashah, Hashada, Salakia, Hashada, Waha Baya La Yahawa Al Pathak, Ahol, Mawa'id, Al Hakahun, Waza Bakwa, Zabakia, Shalamium, La Yahawa, Our Thumb. Verse 6. Wazarak, Hakahan Ath, Hadam al Mazabak, Yahweh, Pathak, Ahol, Mawa'id, Waha Quatayar, Ha Halab, La Rayath, La Rayak, Salakia, Nayathak, La Yahweh. Verse 7. Wala'ah Yazabakwa Iwad Ath Zabakyahum Lasha Ayarum Ashar Hum Zunyum Akariahum Kakwath Iwalum Thahaya Wa'ath Lahum Ladarathum. Verse 8 is this last. Verse 8. Wa'alahum the Amar Ayash Mabayath Yasha'ala Waman Hagar Ashar Yagawar Bathawakam Ashar Ya'ila Awa Zakak Salakia Zabak. One more. Verse 9. Wa'al Pathak Ahol Mawa'id La'ah Yabaya Anwa or Yabaya Ainawa La Aishawath Athwa La Yahawa Wana Karath Ha Ayash Ha Hawa'a Ma'ai Mayawa. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17 and verse 3. What man soever there be of the house of Israel that killeth an ox or lamb or goat in the camp, or that killeth it out of the camp, verse 4, and bring it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, to offer an offering unto the Lord before the tabernacle of the Lord, blood shall be imputed unto that man. He hath shed blood, and that man shall be cut off from among the people. Okay, verse 5. To the end that the children of Israel may bring their sacrifices which they offer in the open field, even that they bring them unto the Lord, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation of the priests, and offer them for peace offerings unto the Lord. Verse 7, and the priest shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar of the Lord of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and burn the fat for a sweet savor unto the Lord. And they shall no more offer their sacrifices unto devils, after whom they have gone a whoring. That shall be a statute, this shall be a statute forever unto them throughout their generations. Verse 8, and thou shalt say unto them, whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers which sojourn among you, that offereth a burnt offering, verse 9, and bring it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation to offer it unto the Lord, even this man shall be cut off from among his people. This is the last set, right? Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17 and verse 10 in the Hebrew. Wa ayash, mabayath, yasha'ala, waman, hagar, watha, wakam, ath, ya akal, kal, dam, wana, thathia, panya, ba, napash, hak akalath, ath, hadam, waham, waha, korathia, atha, makorab, aima. Okay, verse 11. Kaya napash habashar badam hawa'a wa anya nathathiawa lakam al hamazabak lakapar al napashathiakam kaya hadam hawa'a banapash yakapar. Verse 12. Al Khan Amarathia Labunya Yasha'ala Kal Napash Makam La'ah Va'akal Dam Wahagar Batha Wakakas no Wa Batha Wakath Watha Waka come Batha Wakakam La'ah Ya'akal Dam. Verse 13. Wa ayash mabanya yasha Allah waman hagar batha wakam ashar yataza. Oh, that's supposed to be English. And whatsoever man there be of the children of Israel or of the strangers that sojourn among you, which hunteth and catcheth any beast or fowl that may be eaten, he shall even pour out the blood thereof and cover it with dust. Simply like if you catch an animal and you kill it, you pour the blood out, you got to cover the blood up. Can't just leave it. Understand? Like, when we read these things, if I may, sir, it's like, it's just everything is to keep everything in order. That's what it's all about. Keep everything clean and in order. Bury that blood. You understand what I'm saying? That's, what I'm saying? It's just a thing that we should do, because the Lord is everything the Lord is telling us, even sometimes we don't understand it. It's for our benefit. We benefit from it. Verse 14. For it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore, I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh. But I knocked the Africans out. Okay, so lucky. Easy. For the life of all flesh is the blood thereof, and whoso eateth it shall be cut off. Verse 15. And every soul that eateth that which died of itself, or that which was torn with the beast, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even, then shall he be clean. Verse 16. But if he wash them not, nor bathe, then he shall bear his iniquity.
Yep. So that's Leviticus chapter 17 and verse 17. You understand? So we're gonna clip it right there. Mm-hmm. Leviticus 17, verse 17. You know what I'm saying? So Lord allow. You know what I mean? We'll be able to, you know what I'm saying, pick up next week, right where we left off. You know what I'm saying? Leviticus 17 and 18 is what we'll pick up next week.
No. We finished at 16, so we started.
It's like you start at 17.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
boy.
You know what I'm saying? Just up here, Amadium.